How long do you want to go?
We'll do the top 10 and stop at 15 minutes.
Yeah, I think we should.
Because there's no reason to do a whole fucking...
Now, if you also want to do like a short 5-minute sports thing, I could use that on MSTV this week.
Okay, all right.
So we can. We'll do
this. We'll do the free agents.
Let's do the free agents first. All right. So is this straight? My glasses are off.
My glasses. My eyes is going crazy.
I bring my shoes. All right. So these should be out a little further because I moved it. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Is that good?
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna be going free agents. Sports shop. No, shitload. Sports. We'll do
shitload of sports.
Shitload of going in 3, 2, 1. And welcome once again to a shitload of sport. Only MSM would have a show called a shitload of something, right, Keith?
Yeah, other places say boatload. You know, maybe the PG-13 a crap load.
Oh,
but
wow!
You
the
know,
worldwide leader in sports would never
no.
use shitload.
They would say an apology load.
Yes, but
of course, a guilt load of sports.
A white guilt load of sports. But here he is, of course, Keithus, my fucking sports buddy and my butt buddy.
That's
and
right.
We're gonna be talking
blood buddies.
We're blood brothers. That's an inside joke. But we're going to be talking about MLB free agency since we're recording this only, a week out of the World Series ending. And, of course, your favorite team. He is like the Yankees, like Greg Valentino is. But he was not. His sons aren't Red Sox fans, so he wasn't rooting for the Red Sox like Greg was forced to do for his kid.
And I feel you, Greg, because my one son is a Patriot fan. So
that doesn't matter.
Yeah, Somerset Patriots. I mean.
Yeah, okay, good. Yes, Independent League of Atlantic.
But yeah, a lot of these young kids start liking teams from other areas because especially in the round ball, the pigskin that you don't. The
NFL.
Yeah. The local teams have been crappy for a long time. Certainly basketball, the local teams have been crappy for eons. And hockey, almost hockey's turning into jazz. It's a very acquired taste at this point.
The line of the day.
Either you like it or you don't. And it's not like the kids are picking it up. Oh, I'm a casual hockey fan. Either you're a hockey fan or you're not. So.
That's true. Yeah.
So
I was a big hockey fan in younger days.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the '94.
There was less to watch on TV, so it was on a local channel, either Channel 11 or Channel 9.
The Rangers,
WWOR.
Rangers and Knicks only road games. Somebody pointed that out to me on Twitter.
You had cable. You had Hockey Night in America.
Don't know what that was when I was growing up.
Well, there was
we didn't have that cable shit.
Cable was the way to go if you liked hockey because that's when Sports Channel was around. The
original Sports Channel when the Mets used to be on.
Yeah, had a lot of hockey. So. So anyway, hockey's an acquired taste. But what I wanted to do, and fuck it, do it live.
Do it live.
I wanted to go into talk about because my team lost, the Yankees lost, and 31 other teams, or how many? I don't even know how many fucking. Was it 32 teams?
30,
now?
I think.
30. So 29 other teams.
32
fucking
was
lost.
in that fuck the NFL thing.
29 other teams fucking lost. So obviously there's 29 disappointed fan bases. I'm included in that. So are you.
Yeah.
So. All we have to look forward to is next year and the hot stove, which is free agency. So
hot stove could be more fun than fucking real regular season baseball.
Sometimes it is, especially when she shits on your chest.
Oh, that's a hot lunch, actually. I hate to correct you, but that's a hot lunch.
Is that a hot lunch?
Yeah, with the saran wrap on you. I got to try that. Honey, what do you think? Maybe I'll buy chili for dinner.
Yes. Well, so what's a Cleveland steamer then?
That's just shitting on your chest.
That's just
the lunch has to have the saran wrap in between.
And then
which to me is good because you get the feel and the heat and the warmth and the loveliness of the shit from her butt, but you don't have to feel like you need to shower afterwards. You can just shake it off the saran wrap.
And if you're looking to do that but not feel anything, you do the glass bottom boat.
Yes, that's where you can. That's the glass coffee table.
Oh, yes. Not like unlike. So I'm not touching something that might have been shit on. It's
you're laying under the table and you're whacking your bag while she's. I would so much. I asked my wife, could we buy a glass table because I want to try that, and she won't do it.
Because she knows that you'll force feed her fiber all day long. Why do we have so much Metamucil in the house and Miralax? This was supposed to be our baseball free agents, but All right, the creme de la
We
crop.
did say it was a shitload of sports.
The creme de la crop, the most sought-after free agent this offseason will be the 26-year-old shortstop / third baseman of the Los Angeles Dodgers, Manny Machado.
How many millions do you think he left on the table and or years on a potential fucking deal, unless there was a dumb owner who just ignored him in October? And his
what did his behavior cost him?
Lack of hustle, acting like a complete idiot.
I'll tell you right now, his behavior cost him $100 million. He was going to be the first $400 million player. He was going to be signed to 40, and they were going to give him upwards of $30 million a year. He was going to be a $400 million player.
Type of deal.
He would have got that bullshit personal service contract where he makes $200,000 or $300,000 a year after he retires for 20 years to show up at spring training and you know, show up at special events. He would have been generationally set for life. He still was going to be, I would say he's probably going to get to the tune of $250 million, 7 to 8 year deal, but he's not going to get the money he would have gotten. Neither is the number 2, another 26-year-old is Bryce Harper. Machado and Harper, I think Harper, when he started his career, they said when he's going to be a free agent, he's going to be a $50 million man.
And the Yankees, who was destined to end up in fucking pinstripes.
Those two hurt over the last 2 years, they hurt their product. Mm-hmm. I still see Machado getting more money because he's a middle infielder, corner infielder. I see Machado staying with the Dodgers. I see the Dodgers throwing all the money at him. He's already there. And, you know, you have a big Latino community there. He could be their fan base.
There's a big Latino community trying to get into the country.
Well,
right now.
yeah.
They call him a caravan. I don't know.
But there's a big...
Might be a lot of Machado fans coming soon. If
a buddy of mine from work she was half Mexican. She said, we were watching the game. She goes, who's playing? I go, oh, the Dodgers. She goes, no, you mean the Doyas? The Doyas. I was like, oh, wow. She goes, that's what we call them in California. So,
oh, God. Please secede from the Union, California. You got my fucking vote.
So, I think Machado stays in California. Harper, I think if Harper was smart, he'd go to the American League where he can spend some time DHing. Save his
at 26, legs. He's so young. If these guys need to fucking save their legs at 26, and he's in good shape, I don't think he needs that.
Well,
he's not Paul Molitor at 40.
The whole idea is to prolong their careers. I mean, he was a catcher coming up when he was in junior college.
Yes, yeah.
He was a catcher coming up, and when the Nationals drafted him, they said,
convert him.
We're going to convert him because we want to save his legs.
That I can understand because you get more of a beating behind the plate. And so if you put him in the outfield, obviously he's going to have a lot less injury potential, you know, foul tips and shit like that.
So you being the National League guy, where do you think that Machado goes? I mean, not Machado. Where do you think Harper goes?
Bryce Harper? I think he definitely left some money on the table. Not as bad as Machado's, but him fucking throwing his bat. I mean, I watched the Mets till the bitter end. Literally, the last game of the year, I watched... every game, and they played the Nationals a lot in that last month of the season, and with both teams were playing for fucking nothing. The Nationals actually started to play better the last month of the season, so their final record didn't make them look as bad. But Harper, every time he popped out or struck out, would fucking throw his bat. He would walk down the line on a fly ball. He wouldn't even. He was headed to the dugout before the guy caught the ball. I mean, if I'm a general manager, I look at that and I go, I don't care how fucking frustrated he is because this team was picked to fucking, and I had picked them to win the fucking pennant and lose to your team in the World Series. Yes, they were supposed to be a playoff team. Yes, they had a bad season, but that's part of baseball, especially baseball. It's a long career. It's a long season. You got to deal with the fucking ups and downs, ebbs and flows. If I'm a GM, I look at that and I say, I am not going to offer him crazy money with this 10-year kind of deal. I might go 3 years, 4 years with a team option, and I'm going to take my chances that I'm going to get my best 4 years at this guy. And then when he hits 30, if he starts acting like a dick still and his production goes down, it's somebody else's problem.
But you're going to have to blow him out of the water with the yearly salary then.
I would. Now listen, I think he's going to leave Washington. I think that's the type of team that might do more than retool. I think they might kind of
break up,
which I think they're crazy if they do, because that division is for the taking. The Atlanta Braves are not a fucking a dynasty like they were back in the 90s.
And the Phillies crapped out early this year.
That division is theirs next year if they wanted, even without Harper, just with that pitching alone.
Still have pitching. Yeah.
Still have the fucking pitching. So if I'm the Nationals, I make him a hometown discount offer and let him walk. Mm-hmm. Right? Now, obviously, they traded away the father, Daniel Murphy, there. And so you can say, well, maybe they are breaking up the team. Well, Murphy, Murphy's Murphy. He's not a fucking. He's a one-tool player. He's a one-tool player. He's not a fucking more than that. So I would say to Harper, I'm giving you a 3-1, right? I'll get you to your 30. And this is what you're getting. And we need to save the money because we got to spread it around and try to put this team back where it belongs. Mm-hmm. We can't give it all to you because obviously we have Scherzer, we got fucking Strasburg, we got Gonzalez is probably going to leave. They have a lot of pieces they got to pay. I would make him that offer. Do I think he leaves a team? Yes. I see him ending up on a team like the Angels. Mm-hmm. They seem to always look to get big splashes like the fucking Japanese guy last year. You pair him with Trout, you got the two potential best hitters before this year. You were calling the two best players in the game. Mm-hmm. I think he ends up with a team like LA Angels because I think that they're stupid enough to pay him the money because they feel that if they pair him with a Mike Trout and if the Japanese guy comes back healthy, they have like a very formidable lineup then. So that's my guess on him. What do you think?
He's going to go to the highest bidder, wherever that is.
When you think they're going to totally ignore the sawhead?
I think I think he's going to the highest bidder. I think maybe
which could be the Angels.
It could be the Angels if they have the money for that. They still have Pujols on the books. They still have Trout. They have to pay. Does he go to he's from Vegas? Does he does Arizona make a ploy for him? So he goes to play with Paul Goldschmidt. Does he go to Seattle like Cano did? Does Seattle say, "Hey, we need a big bopper and come on," or does he stay on the East Coast?
I think they got burnt with Cano. I mean, it definitely was not worth the money even before the drug suspension.
So it's going to be interesting. Harper's definitely going to be interesting. We'll see, but I predict highest bidder. Whatever the highest number is, the most amount of years, that's where he's going.
So you think Machado is going to be hurt more by his? It was obviously more of a spotlight because he was on. It was the fucking playoffs in the World Series with the whole thing with the Brewers first baseman. So Machado, I do also agree with you on that. I think that he definitely shot himself in the foot more than Bryce Harper did. Mm-hmm. But if I'm a GM, I know what Bryce Harper was doing that last month of the year, and I saw how he reacted to being on a team that was not contending and not caring at all.
Right.
Should have got fucking benched for all intents and purposes. Any manager with balls would have fucking yanked him right fucking then and there. But
the days of launch angles and bat speed and ball velocity, people really don't, intangibles are just going out the window.
But I want to, hold on, I want to leave that there because I think those two deserve their own show because those are the top two.
Yeah.
Right?
Those
Do
guys.
you agree?
I mean, Kershaw is the next guy. We could squeeze in Kershaw real quick. If Kershaw opts out.
All right, we'll do the top three then.
If Kershaw opts out.
He's coming back to the Dodgers. Even if they sign Machado, Clayton Kershaw is a Dodger for life, I think.
I think he would like to be a Dodger for life. I think he's got $60 million left for 3 years. He can get, after what he's done, he can definitely get more than $20 million.
Isn't that sick how you can opt out of that kind of deal and a raise?
If the Dodgers bring him back, the only other option I would say for Kershaw was to be like if he came to went to the Cubs. I could see the Cubs grabbing him.
Yeah.
Or him going to the Yankees. If they don't get the number 4 guy, who we'll talk about
on the ensuing episode.
Absolutely. So.
But I think Clayton Kershaw stays home. He likes it there. Apparently, they obviously love him for obvious reasons. I think he's the type of guy that looks good in Dodger blue. He ain't Sandy Koufax, don't get me wrong, but a lifetime lefty Dodger, he'd be a nice fucking...
And he's going to go to the Hall of Fame. I mean, he does 2 more good years. He's got the numbers.
Unless he totally shits the bed, then it would be kind of difficult for him not to because he's got the numbers. But we're going to leave it there and pick up where we left off. Those are your top 3 free agents in MLB this hot stove season. two offensive plays and one pitcher, infielder, outfielder, starter, and we will see you on the next episode.
Thank you very much, and here's Sting to play us out.
Actually, I want to just move that. You know what? Just a little because it's covering that shine.